right. We're just gonna... The Dojo's gonna be coming in late, so we'll have to just proceed without him.
What time is Doge joining us?
He said he'll be like 20-30 minutes late, so we'll just wait on Rexon and Mac, and we'll be good to go. Hello, Rexon is here, so we're just waiting on Mac, and we should be good.
It's not letting me log in. That's weird.
It's not letting you log into
Roll20.
Roll20? Bizzare. Okay. Let's see.
There we go.
Alright.
Alicia's been okay. I'll drag her in here.
Yeah, I think she's coming home from work right now.
There we go.
I believe she is on her way home, so she'll be here in a few minutes.
I'll go grab a drink.
Drinks? Drinks are for the weak. Disable this one.
The new what layout?
The new OBS.
I'm back. Is Alicia here? Nope. Are you doing some YouTube streaming?
Yes.
Nice.
Because Twitch is
Yeah.
it's bad.
I mean, I've been keeping up with Ludwig and Moist, so. It's this YouTube discovery is a bit shit though, but
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Well, I'm not. I'm mostly just streaming it so
Just for spectators, yeah.
spectators and bots and all that jazz.
All that jazz. Hopefully it doesn't detect copyrighted music.
It's okay. I am streaming I'm playing royalty-free 80s synthwave.
Oh, I see. Okay, then that's fine then. Provided it's royalty free.
Yeah, we don't want Daddy DMCA to come in.
Imagine you with one view, one viewer just gets a copyright strike. That's just like a rich guy just seeing a beggar on the street and punching him in the face.
The one viewer is actually just the bot scraping YouTube to make sure it's not any music being used. I messaged Max, so hopefully they'll be here soon.
I mean, we can just wait for
Doge said he doesn't
Doge.
He doesn't know if it's gonna be 20 and 30
Oh.
minutes or if it's gonna be like hours. So
Oh shit.
he's getting. I think he said he's getting eye stuff done. You know how blind he is. So.
I'm still trying to think of a good setting for Cyberpunk. I know Rexon's got one that he can run.
Yeah, because it was partially built by me and somebody else. The server's no longer available, but essentially it's Earth set in the year 2133. So rising sea levels, mega cities, the like.
Cyberpunk Jojo's maybe.
That's where we go to. That's where we go to. If part 6 never happened.
Part 6 never happened yet.
I'm sure Iraqi at some point will do it.
I mean, Earth is just a primary that you can do it. I mean, the way that we explained it in the cyber canon for various different races is because of either mutations, augmentations, or genetically modified people to kind of represent the different types of races for different purposes. So, for example, like a Goliath would just be like somebody that might have been enhanced for construction or for other means, or for certain types of wars.
Yeah, but I guess you'd have to come up with like lore and stuff for every. I guess unless you want to just come up with it.
No, it's fun. It means you do a bit of world building in the play. You know, if you don't think of a race and the player wants to play that race, you can help them. They can help you come up with the lore for that race. And it's a setting that people kind of know to some extent. They know the countries, but you just have to update like what are major events that have happened in the past 100 or so years. So we had a couple of wars, rising sea levels, people in power, different kingdoms. I think we had it so Britain kind of took over part of Europe and then kind of flushed out of other parts. So
that's very ambitious.
British Empire 2.0.
Of course, the Britishman will have his homebrew setting.
No, but it's London was basically a flooded city, which is kind of fun. It's basically like Venice, Venice cyberpunk-esque. And it was always, because of the extreme types of climate, it always had like rainfall. So if you wanted your dour mood, then go to there. That's how sea elves and tritons were essentially. Like you'd have the above city, and then you had the undercity, which was literally underwater. So you had like all cyberpunk-esque tritons and sea elves like lingering and mingling beneath kind of the tides, and you had different types of individuals that would go under the water. So it was like 3 tiers. You had the heights, you had the middle tier, and then you had the undercity.
The undercity.
Or you can just set it in Faerun. Just add cyber in front of everything. That makes it futuristic.
Cyber Faerun.
Neo Waterdeep.
Neo New Waterdeep. No, it's not. It's not. It's not Waterdeep. It was in the one shot that I ran back in 2018. It was deep water because it got flooded because of all the weight of the immense structures that we've kind of put in. Became deep water.
I mean, really, everything under Waterdeep is like porous, essentially.
I basically found like a list of there's like technobabble words, and it just helps you kind of flavor like stuff for cyberpunk settings, because you can add just laser or cyber or something to make it sound more futuristic. He's not cyber depressed. He's got neo nerves.
He's not crazy. He's cyber psychotic.
Cyber psychotic, yeah. Fuck. I've watched up to episode 7. I think I need to see 8. Sorry, I need to see 8, 9, and 10 still of the series.
Spoilers, I guess.
Yeah,
for,
no spoilers. No spoilers, please.
Maya, I'm surprised you're not on the Edge Runners watching group.
I guess I can watch it.
It's cyberpunk and it's made by Studio Trigger, your favorite.
Made by Studio Trigger, my favorite studio. They made both of my favorite animes.
Do you not like lollies, Maya? Because
No, I gotta say I'm not a fan.
She appears in like, I think she has less screen. She has like 10 minutes of screen time in all the stuff that I've watched. She appears in like an episode briefly.
my man's getting defensive. Listen, it's not Chris Hansen.
I'm defending the lolly here. No, but she barely makes an appearance. I thought from all the shit fucking, well, at least in episodes 1 to 7 that I've seen, and all the stuff that Phil was, and all the art that I've seen, I thought she would make, like, I thought she'd be like the most secondary main character, but
I'm gonna message Matt to see where she is. Lucas, I had a hard drive blow up, so episode 2 will be uploaded to the channel once it's restored.
where is Doge?
He'll be late.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he has a doctor's appointment, so he's going to get his eyes checked up. So, but depending on how long Alicia's taking, we might have him for it regardless. We'll start without him, but odds are we'll have him.
We're back. I'm just gonna check on Milo. He's still resting.
Sleepy snake.
Yeah, he's been in his humidity box all day. He might shed today, well, this evening or tomorrow morning.
Is Milo one of the snakes that like eats their own skin?
No. He doesn't do that. He hissed at me yesterday because he's in shed, he can't see very well, and he was in his he was in his hide all day, and because I recently brought him back after vacation, he hadn't really moved out of his hide too much since he was in shed when I picked him up. So I was afraid that he hasn't gone around the tank again because he's been away from it for a bit. So I was afraid that he wouldn't be able to know where the humidity box was. So I got him out, and he didn't recognize me at first because he couldn't see. And then I picked him up and I moved him close to the box, and then he was like, okay. And he went inside. So he's been in there since.
Good snake.
Yeah. It's like, imagine being woken up at like 2 a.m. saying, come on, we gotta move. What? Basically the equivalent.
I'm curious. I don't know. Alicia said she'd be here. I don't know.
them? Yeah, I have work. I told you that 3:30 or 6:30 is better. I'm supposed to be done at 6, but sometimes it takes me extra time to do. I mentioned Doge anyway.
No, he said to go without him because he doesn't know if he'll be back because he's got a eye.
We're doing a fight though.
Pardon? Yeah, well, Eric will be busy in the fight. He'll be searching for a container for Imagination Dragon. So, to recap last session, you guys had just been ambushed by a woman named Liza, who ostensibly works for the KGB. She was after Jocelyn Joestar, a idea planted into her head that Jocelyn was the woman she was seeking. Well, it was a rather short battle, as the three of you managed to defeat Liza, bringing her back to her senses, no longer controlled by that singular belief that Jocelyn was the woman she was hunting. You interrogated the KGB agent, finding out that perhaps she's not the enemy that you had thought she was. She gave you direction, explaining that the last thing she remembered was having a conversation with Michael Georgios, who had whispered something. Oh, hey Doge, whispered something to her moments before she found herself on that merry chase after Jocelyn. With this knowledge in hand, you prepared yourselves for a meeting with Michael Georgios. Now, in the dead of night, you snuck up onto his cliff coastside mansion and determined to break in. Jet, using the power of his stand, sent in a paper scout, which, however, was quickly annihilated by some force. Prepared to do battle, you all burst into the mansion itself, ready to fight. However, there was no sign of the enemy's stand, or the enemy's user. Instead, the mansion at the first floor seemed empty. As you slowly made your way around, a figure emerged from the floor, almost rippling out in an almost wave. As the enemy's stand made itself known. Unfortunately, I do need everyone to add themselves back to the initiative order, because for me it is empty. And I'll just...
Oh, mine's on 16. Okay.
Yeah, mine's on 15.
Okay.
I'll send you a screenshot.
No, I have the rolls.
Yeah, just go and clear it, I guess.
So yeah, I just need everyone to re-add themselves to clear it. Okay.
Yep.
I will only be around for like 20 minutes. I have to go.
You'll be here in 20 minutes, Doge?
I'll only be around for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then I might be back in time later.
How do you add yourself to initiative?
I'll have to do it next time. And then you can just edit your initiative to be what it was. So Jocelyn, you were 16. Reckless Whisper was a 21.
So what was it? We roll our speed and then add our brains.
You had a 22, Jojo.
You had a 22.
Okay.
Reckless Whisper roll 21. There we go. So, Eric, you're the first to react as Reckless Whisper emerges from the floor itself.
Look out! The enemy stands in the wall. There. And he'll reach into one of his pockets and say, and exclaim, "Imagination Dragon!" And he'll reach out into a specific pocket near his chest. He'll pull out a bag of marbles that he will then toss onto the floor, spreading them out.
A bag of marbles. Alright. So you're throwing them like everywhere around you, or?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, you toss the marbles everywhere around you. And you scatter these sort of like rolling metal ball bearings across the floor as they come scattering. I'd say you cover majority of the area. I'll sort of mark down. Alright, so you're trying to like center it around you or more in front of you?
I'll say in the hall over here.
In the hall over here? Alright. I'll say you covered this area with ball bearings. You see them clatter around. Where they hit the ground, they sort of pass through Reckless Whisper, but it sort of wavers and almost sort of shakes, like as if you were almost like a liquid of some kind.
Alright.
Oh, Sprout. It's worth noting that, remember, we went to the hardware store before we came here, and everybody has a pair of earplugs.
Earplugs, that is correct.
Alright. I can move for free, right?
Yes.
I'll then shuffle a bit over here. That's all.
Alright. Yeah, Reckless Whisper is up. Reckless Whisper is going to lean in sort of close, and as he sort of zooms across, he's leaning in almost over your shoulder, and he places a hand on your shoulder, Eric. And you've got your earplugs in, is that correct, Eric?
Yeah.
Alright, so you see him lean in, and as he begins to whisper, he sees the earplug in your ear, and gives like a sort of hiss and snarl, and instead he's going to like attempt to throw you sort of toward the other end of the room. How would you like to resist?
Eric will attempt to... He'll attempt to just have his stand sort of materialize in the way of the grapple to try to just to throw him.
Okay, alright. So you sort of materialize. I'll say this would be a speed check. So you'll be contesting speed against Reckless Whisper's power. Reckless Whisper rolls a 3. Alright. Yeah, you manifest Imagination Dragon. The chameleon iguana-like stand appears sort of right around, like inside of Reckless Whisper's palm as he goes to like reach out for you, and like it interposes itself between you and the enemy stand. I'm going to say that this isn't really a counter-offensive move, so Reckless Whisper won't take any damage failing this contest, but neither will you take any damage.
Alright.
Alright.
Very close to like hands off. That's it.
Alright. Jocelyn, you're up.
So, first of all, she's got her standout. So, she would like to do a zoomies and do a bunny hop over Jet to get to here.
Alright, so you're riding your stand. Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
And then, what is this ring again? Sorry, because I couldn't see.
It's a circle of ball bearings that Eric has scattered across the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, where they bounced, they sort of passed through Reckless Whisper, but whenever they sort of like clacked against the ground, you saw sort of like ripples passing through them.
Interesting. She's gonna do a hop, and whilst the bike is in the air, she's gonna lean forward on the front wheel and spin the back part of the bike around, so kind of the entire bike rotates around the front wheel to attack the stand with the bike.
Okay. So you attempt to attack Reckless Whisper with like your bike wheel, is that correct?
Yes, essentially. Like spinning the whole bike around. Like, you can kind of spin the bike around the front wheel. She's going to do that.
Are there like, so are you, you're like pedaling to get the wheel to spin, is that correct?
It doesn't need to, because it's basically like a hop, and then you kind of kick you kick one side of the bike, so the bike rotates around the front wheel.
Alright. Yeah, okay.
Just a power attack, I think.
Yeah, okay.
It's just like the standard attack that she does.
This will be a power roll from Jocelyn, if you will.
I'm trying to remember what it was again. Was it roll the dice plus, what was it?
You just click power on your sheet.
Yeah, just click
I just click power.
Yeah.
Okay, 8.
Alright. He will contest with his durability. And I just remembered that you guys have not beaten his villainous action, so I'm actually going to have to GM roll these rolls to me myself. Alright. The wheel passes through Reckless Whisper almost, and it doesn't seem to have any real effect. You feel almost like a slight catching, as if there's something there, but it's almost ephemeral. In fact, you see like a ripple go through where the wheel is passing, through like sort of Reckless Whisper's form, but it's not so much like physically like being twisted or spun around by the wheel. Rather, it seems to like almost like when you like drop a pebble into like water and there's like ripples going out from there. That's what seems to be happening through the chest of Reckless Whisper, where you're hitting him with the bike.
What the hell? Didn't seem to work. She's gonna land and do a secret action, and I think that's it.
All right. Liza, you're up.
It would appear that it is slightly non-corporeal. Let's see if it's corporeal enough. And she will attempt to strike the stand with her whip as she manifests her stand in her hand in an attempt to freeze it in place.
All right. This will be so you just turn to like whip it with the whip. That's it, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. We'll just say this will be a speed roll. He's going to just ignore it as well, so we'll roll my secret roll. Go ahead and roll speed roll. There we go.
And then this will be +1 because she had recently smoked a cigarette. So 9 total.
Oh, right. Okay, yes. You have your trait. So 9 total. You see the whip sort of crack, and when it does so, it's almost like at the impact point, there's like a crater that gets blown away out of Reckless Whisper, and you can see him sort of flinch at that before he quickly reforms from where that sort of snap happened.
Is he able to sacrifice part of his body?
Is this you attempting to identify the villain's stand?
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm afraid not. That is not what Reckless Whisper's power base seems to be. And for that, I do need you to spend 1 Bizzare point, please. All right.
Oh yeah, how many did we start with?
It's your bravery score. You have Bizzare points equal to your bravery score.
Okay.
Oh, and we got one permanent one, I think, at the
Yes.
very beginning.
Okay. All right, Jet, you're up.
Mine said 2. I can't remember why it said 2, but it said 2.
Should be.
Is it supposed to equal bravery? Okay.
Yeah, should be.
And then we have an extra permanent one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to start off with 5 then. Okay. I wonder if it's affected by sound, and he's gonna hold out his arms as many sheets of paper start forming into paper cranes. And I want to make a swarm of cranes and have them circle his head, flapping their wings very loudly.
Okay.
See if it's affected by sound. I don't know if there's like
Are
anything that I could do for like a
No.
psychic roll or
No.
something.
Are you using the majority of your body in this attack, or are you splitting off a colony to do this attack?
Well, I want it to be like hundreds of cranes.
Okay, so the majority of your
Yeah.
stand is in this attack. Okay, so this will be using your standard stand rather than the colony stats.
Okay. I'm also saying I wonder if he's affected by sound. So is that
Okay.
also Bizzare meme? I guess we'll find out.
No, well, you use a Bizzare point to attempt to identify the villain's stand. That is just using you use a Bizzare point for that.
Sprout, would you mind if I change it to a royalty-free combat music
Yeah,
for
go for it.
this stuff? Cool.
So are you spending a Bizzare point, Mac?
No, I won't. I don't want it to. I don't want it to be given away.
All
I can
right.
get for this. We'll just
Oh,
see what happens.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Is this guy a cartel member? Do I recognize him?
This is Michael Georgios. He's not related to any. He's an independent drug dealer. If you remember your information that you had from Eric.
Sounds good.
I can't change it because I don't have session permission, Sprout.
Oh,
but I did post the music in the chat that we have.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me copy that and I'll just. Oh. Let's see. There we go.
So first he'll use he'll use all the paper from his shirt.
Yep.
So we'll be shirtless for a little bit, and then
Of
parts
course.
of his hands and his chest will form the. I want it to be like at least 100
Yeah.
paper cranes flying around his head.
So yeah, the majority of your body folds into these flying paper cranes as you begin to flutter them around his head, and I need you to roll me. What would be a good attribute for this? I think this would probably be along the lines of speed. I would say because you're trying to craft as many you're trying to make noise with them. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I want him to flood his senses and not really affect us because we have earplugs.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, speed sounds good. So you roll a 12. He is going to have to roll your ability. You see him sort of every time there's a flittering, his face seems to be a complete rippling, almost morphed sphere. There's so much like contusions being formed on his face constantly and like reforming, and you see him give like a howl, his entire body rippling at that sound as he takes some damage.
Okay. And Jet will move down a little bit, and it kind of almost looks like he glides.
Mm-hmm.
And he will end in that spot, and I will set in place a secret action, and he'll say, hit him while his senses are overbeared.
Good thinking, Jet-san.
All right. In response to the attack of cranes, Reckless Whisper is going to spend a Bizzare point of its own to immediately take a turn. He spends one of his villain points as he will instead sort of. You see him reach for the light switch right over here, as he immediately flicks it down, and all the lights plunge out, plunging you all into darkness. Let me just move all of these to the GM. Alright. You guys should be in the dark, is that correct?
No.
No. Why is... because it's the observer, I think. Let's see. Just need to double check that the observer is not currently giving you all vision. No?
Maybe the spectator orb?
No.
Oh, no, no.
Why is it that you all have vision?
Maybe you have global illumination checked?
That might be it. Nope. Don't have daylight mode either. Do these things still work if they're in the GM layer? Let me just delete them.
They have to be in the dynamic lighting layer or token layer.
Oh, I don't know why this is bizarre, but okay. Alright. Dynamic lighting is working, but that's alright.
Maybe we should just put a symbol to indicate we're in the darkness.
Yeah, just indicate that you are all in darkness as the lights plunge out. That is his secondary action. For his primary action, he is going to stride over here, and he is going to...
Okay, my secret action goes off.
Okay, what is your secret action?
So you described his face as like kind of contorting and stuff, right?
Yeah, like rippling, as if like every time there's like a snap of like paper wings, like there's like a little like almost impression on his face, and it's like a constant ripple, like you know when you drop a pebble into water and there's like those like rippling effects. It's that, but all over his head right now.
Okay, so when the paper cranes feel like it's moving, a bunch of them are gonna zoom up into his head and flap, like where the ripples are happening.
All right. I will say that this is a fairly reliable trigger action. So this will be a 2d6 plus your intelligence modifier for your secret action.
Intelligence modifier? Question mark? Brains?
Brains, right? Yeah, not intelligence. Brains.
Do I just click brains?
Yes, and then roll a 2d6. Or I guess one more d6. Sorry. So you rolled a 6.
What the fuck?
That was supposed to be GM roll. You see him sort of. Well, I guess you don't see him as the lights are off, but you feel through your colony that it's. You feel him moving, and while your cranes rush toward him, he sort of just barrels through it, rushing very quickly toward the wall, where you can almost feel him sort of rebound off it as he strikes you, Jet. As you feel a fist just slam into you. As he is going to hit you at a very high speed. how would you like to resist?
Is he hitting my body or
Yeah,
my
yeah.
stand?
You're like
My physical form right now?
yeah, the bit that didn't turn into paper cranes, the pieces that
Oh,
didn't turn
okay.
into paper cranes.
I guess with a free hand, he'll kind of almost make a shield out of paper,
All
and
right.
he'll put his hand out to block.
Okay. Roll me a durability check, please.
Sure.
All right. The paper's enough as he bounces sort of against it, and you can almost feel him spread around the paper for a second before that feeling dissipates, as you seem to deflect most of the blow, and you do not take any damage. But that
Okay.
is his villainous action. Eric, you're up.
Alright, it's still dark, right?
It is dark, yes.
Eric will reach into a pocket he hasn't used yet.
Alright.
He'll attempt to pull out a light source.
A light source. Yeah, okay. What did I say? Precision for this one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me precision. You need to beat a 7. Alright, yeah. You reach into your pocket and you pull out a flashlight, but not like just any flashlight. It's one of those like key fob flashlights, the ones that are like flat. You can like hang them off like a keychain.
Oh yeah.
I looked it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's like a small rectangular piece of plastic with like a light bulb on the end of it.
Oh, one of these.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll switch it on.
Right. Yeah, you shine sort of like a cone of weak, sort of dim yellow light, and you can see Reckless Whisper has sort of just punched Jet, who has formed his hand into a paper barricade or shield, and you see the punch sort of like impact the shield and sort of ripple and spread apart, like almost like impacting something like water crashing against an object.
Alright. From here on, would you say would that be fine as a secondary action?
Yeah,
Or...
that would be your secondary action. So you did not make a contested check.
From here on, Eric will enter analysis mode, where he will hype up and help out anyone that gets an opposed roll made against him.
Okay, you activate analysis mode.
His primary target, which allows him to roll a d6 for that specific person, is he'll support Jet mainly.
Oh, you can support. So when you're in analysis mode, it's everyone. You support everyone that you can see.
No. Yeah, I know that, but there's a secondary thing where you can choose a specific person as well, and
right.
you can reroll the dice for that person.
You have rank 2, correct, with Hype Man?
I think it's just rank 1, but it's part of rank 1.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So you begin to enter analysis mode.
Alright, and with that, I have to go. But
Yep.
from here on, just use me to hype man or something. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll just have your character hype man while you're away. Alright.
Alright, thank you. Be back later if you're still playing.
Hopefully. Reckless Whisper is going to look at you, Jet, and with a frown, he is going to begin to well, it looks like he's sort of like constantly scratching at the glass behind him, and every time he does that, you can sort of see like almost like vibrations going up his entire arm, and it's that that god awful nails on a chalkboard screeching noise as he does this, and then right before you think that's all he's going to do, the hand that he's been scratching at the glass with strikes forward, and he sort of like forms like a knife edge with a flat hand, and he punches it at you, Jet.
I'll hold up the shield again that I made.
All right. Are you attempting to use your durability again? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. He is going to use one of his villainous actions to negate your durability roll, as the hand sort of almost cuts through the paper, as if the fingertips of Reckless Wisp were sharp, almost like a knife. As are they limited? Yes, villainous actions are limited to the villain's Bizzare points or bravery score. As the fingertips rip through your paper shield, Jet. You take one. Wow. Okay, you take 1 damage. As he rolls very poorly.
Wait, so scissors beat paper?
Scissors beat paper. That is correct. Or in this case, knife beats paper. Jocelyn, you're up.
Okay. All right. So Jocelyn wants. Is it a free action? Or is it a like the additional bonus action thing to make an analysis?
You spend a Bizzare point, and you make an analysis, and if you're correct, you can either negate the essentially Bizzare field of the villain, which is what lets them make villainous actions, or if it's partially correct, you'll partially negate the Bizzare field.
Okay. I'm gonna make a guess here and say, well, Jocelyn's gonna say, it's like he has to become vulnerable at that exact moment of attack, but otherwise he's invulnerable. So basically, she's saying that basically attacks will pass through until he makes his attack, essentially.
Yeah, that's a good guess. That is a good guess. It's not 100% correct, but it is partially correct. So that does drop the Bizzare field 1 stage.
Okay, I'll decrease my Bizzare points by 1.
So that will decrease. Yes, that is correct. Well, yeah, it decreases yours, and it also decreases the villain's Bizzare point by 1 as well.
Does he still have his knife hand?
It does not appear so. It does not look like it's his hand is like making like jagged sort of like waves anymore.
Okay. What Jocelyn wants to do. Yeah, has he been hurt yet? Does it look like anything's happened?
Yes. The whip strike that Liza did on him looked like it hurt him considerably.
Okay, I don't know if I can do anything, so Jocelyn's gonna say, I'm gonna go see if I can find him. She's gonna start zoomies and move on the bike. So the bike has a speed of A. Yeah.
Okay. I believe with the speed of A, you can travel. What is it?
It's like something stupidly high.
I believe it's 80 meters. Let me double check.
It's
50 meters. It's 50 meters. You can move 50 meters.
Okay, so when she wants to go around and try and search for him, that's a lot. That's a lot of movement, but sure. Okay, so she's gonna zoom to here. That's 8 meters.
Yep.
That's the front door, right?
That's the front door. That is correct. Yes.
Okay, she's gonna move another 6. That's 14 meters. What were the stairs down to the next level?
The door behind Eric.
Oh shit. Okay. Is that the balcony in the same floor? Isn't there one below?
Yeah, this is the balcony. That's one below.
I need to do something. I'm gonna do something reckless. I'm not gonna take the stairs. I'm gonna fucking get out the window and try and get on the floor beneath because there was a balcony down there, if I recall.
That is correct. Yes, There was like a,
So-
well, not necessarily a balcony, more like a dock or a
Yeah.
like a overhang that it's almost directly on the water.
Yeah, is it over here or is it under
It's
this
directly
bit?
underneath this balcony. Like, imagine
Okay.
there's a second floor balcony, which is like an actual balcony. It's overhanging in the air, and then underneath it, there is a second, like, dock section.
Okay. What do I need to do to break this window? Is that like an object interaction thing?
Yeah, I'd say that's a secondary action to break the window.
Okay. I'll break the window. So that's another 2 meters. I've moved 16. I'm going to break through the window, and because I control the bike's momentum, I'm just going to ride down the wall down to the second level.
Okay, I'll move you to the second level. Let's see.
Oh shit, you put it on the same map. Nice.
Yeah, so we'll move you down to the second level.
How many meters did that cost?
It was a... let's see, so it was a 20-meter... Yeah, so you went 8, and then you went...
I moved 16 to get to the 16 got me to the breaking
so
through the
you-
window.
okay, then you have moved 36 meters.
Oh, it's 20 meters down. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
20 meters down.
Okay. So I got 14 meters left.
So I will... Oops. Yeah. There we go. Alright, you have 14 meters left.
Okay, so she's gonna get to here. 10.
Alright.
Can I go? Is this open?
Yeah, it's open.
Okay. I said how much did I have left?
You had 14, you just spent 10, you have 4 meters left.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll get to here.
Alright.
I see him. I'm gonna do a range attack. I got a range attack because it's my secret action that I prepared.
Oh my god, what is your...
So my secret action was bearing deflection. So when I attacked with the bike, I slammed down on the ball bearings, and the front wheel caught one and spun it around like a roulette wheel. So the bearings been spinning around the front tire like a roulette wheel.
Alright.
And she's gonna now launch it towards him.
Okay. I would say that this is an action reliant on your own
Precision?
action.
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah, so this would be a 1d6 plus your brains modifier secret action.
Oh, brains.
Yeah,
Oh, I
secret
thought.
action- yeah, secret actions rely specifically on brains.
Oh, okay. I thought this would be part of like. So this would be the full action then.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so you're using. Yeah, got it. Okay. Then
Yeah, I
yes.
wanted to use my full action for this.
Gotcha. All right, then yeah, I would say that this is precision.
Okay, I'll use precision, and do I get the secret action D6? Is that
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Oh my god! Oh please!
As you
Oh!
launch a bearing
Nice.
at Michael, he appears to be watching something. You can see sort of like light playing across his face, and he sort of only notices it at the last second as he gives a gasp, and he's going to roll bronze, and he takes 2 damage to his real health
Oh.
as the ball bearing like impacts him in the shoulder, and you see it like throw him back down onto the bed.
This reminds me of the bearings. Who was it that used it? Was it Joseph that used ball bearings?
Yeah, he has the clackers.
No, but I remember one of them launched like a ball bearing as a weapon. I can't remember who it was. Was it an infused one? With
Was it
Hamon?
Jorna?
Maybe it was.
No,
I remember
He launched
somebody
a
used.
bottle cap.
Maybe. But anyway, yeah, that's my full turn. As she says, "I got him. He's down here." So she'll yell that up.
It'll be actually no, nobody can hear you. You're all wearing earplugs.
Ah! But she doesn't. 2 brains. She forgets.
You forget that. You yell it, but nobody hears you. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. She's not that smart.
All right, Liza, you're up.
Liza is going to drop her whip in a panic as it kind of vanishes and puffs into nothing. And she is going to start cursing to herself, and she's going to say, "Niet, where is it?" And then she's going to pull out a Zippo and light it. And
Okay, so Eric is sort of illuminating things with his flashlight, so you can see. Right? You can't see the room around you, but you can see. He is
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But yeah, she's gonna pull out her lighter just so she can see, and then she's going to light it, and then move up until she hits the wall,
All right.
and then flick the lights back on.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Alright, that'll be a secondary action. You flick the lights back on. I will... Actually, I don't need to, because you can see. Yeah, you flick the lights back on.
You
As,
can't see now. It was the observer orb.
Oh, it was the observer orb? Okay.
Yeah, move that
Alright.
bitch back.
Alright, let me put the lights back then. Hold on. Alright.
But yeah,
If I throw these...
Liza is nyctophobic, so yeah, she's getting those lights back on.
Alright. Can you guys see now? I threw the
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, the lights go back on.
I cannot unless I'm like in a wall or something.
You are in a wall.
You
Oh,
are-
okay. I went too far. Okay. Cool, yeah, I can see. Alright, I'm not sure what else she can do, because she already drew something out, activated it, walked over, activated the light. I don't know what else how much more can she do?
You do have a primary action still.
Even taking something out? Okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'd say like taking the Zippo out and lighting it would be the same action.
It's probably in a fucking pocket that you use frequently, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, well... She does have a free hand, so I guess she could manifest her stand again. And... I suppose she could try again to, freeze... Silent Whisper, Silent Whisper into place.
Alright.
So she will, strike at,
Sure.
strike at them again, strike at it again.
Yeah, you whip it again, with whip it. Go ahead and roll me a speed roll. As, Reckless Whisper will, secretly roll. And
So that's going to be a 7.
all right. You see it. You see your whip reach out and sort of, like begin to like almost strike him. But he reaches up and he grabs the tip of your whip for just a second, and sort of like stops it where it is, holding it.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Can I transfer the property of the stand to his hand?
I would say yes. In the split second that he is turning corporeal to like grab it, before you can, before like the whip can do the full like snapping thing, you can attempt to activate the power of your stand. Whip it.
Okay, yeah. So to hopefully freeze him in place.
All right. You see him like freeze. He's holding onto your whip, and there's no further movement. You can't get your whip to budge. It seems like he's got a pretty solid grip on that, but he is solid, like physical now. All right.
And yeah, Liza will say, "Looks like I've gotcha."
All right. Jet, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to identify
Mhm.
the abilities of a stand.
What are the abilities of the stand?
I'll say, in addition to his sharp tongue, it seems that he's able to create weapons based on what kind of sound he makes himself. He made a sharp sound against the glass, and therefore he got a sharp weapon. As he kind of gestures towards the hole in his shield.
Mhm.
So that is my guess.
All right. That is not the full extent of Reckless Whisper's power. However, that does deplete the last Bizzare point of Michael Georgios. As such, the Bizzare field is lifted. All of his rolls will now be public, and he no longer has access to his villainous actions.
Alright.
Nice.
You still have your secondary and your primary.
The paper cranes are going to form back into my fists,
Mhm.
and I'm going to muda him. I'll punch him a bunch of times.
You're gonna ora him? Alright.
Yep. I'm gonna. It says some of the paper is gonna form into like almost like brass knuckles.
Okay. Unfortunately, he is frozen by Liza's stand Whippet and cannot take any defensive actions right now. Go ahead and roll for full damage.
Am I using my power?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your
Okay.
power. Alright, as you ora. Liza, you can see Michael Giorgio sort of like, it's almost like invisible punches are hitting him right now. You see like fists denting his flesh, and you see him sort of like jerk in the bed as it looks like he's being beaten up via proxy almost.
Oh my god.
Eric is still going to use his Hype Man action to give you guys your bonuses. Unfortunately, Reckless Whisper cannot take an action right now. Georgios, however, can, as he's going to reach underneath his bed and draw out what appears to be a snub-nosed 38 revolver. Immediately unloads the entire cylinder at you, Jocelyn. How are you?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a wheelie with the bike, turn the handlebar sideways, and use the wheel to attempt to block the shots.
So like the wheel is spinning, so it's
Yeah,
like
yes.
Okay. All right. We'll say that's going to be. We'll say that's going to be speed. You're trying to like react to the bullet. You're not specifically knocking the bullet out of the like individually, so we're not going to do precision. We'll just say that's speed.
Okay, cool.
Michael Georgios, however, is going to be rolling bronze plus a additional 1d6 due to using a light weapon.
Oh, okay, he's got one of those things. Alright, let's see if my speed... Oh, what the fuck? I don't know if I can beat... I need to roll really high for this. Oh, shit.
Don't forget, you do have your adrenaline junkie trait.
Yeah, but that's...
very reckless.
Is this very dangerous? I suppose...
You're getting shot at by a fucking gun.
Okay, I'll get a... It's a +3 to this, I guess. So, 14.
Alright.
Which matches.
It matches it. So, no damage is dealt. As all 6 bullets, as he recklessly fires, rapidly pulling the trigger, your bike wheel of your stand begins to spin as you send them careening, deflecting off into various parts of the mansion. One of them strikes the CRT TV over here as it sort of like impacts into it, cracking the screen. A few smash through the windows. One embeds itself into the couch sofa cushions. One sort of like ricocheting around the room. But none of them fortuitously hit you, Jocelyn. As it is your turn.
Alright, so she just got shot at. She's not gonna let that go lightly, so she's gonna grit her teeth, and she's gonna say, "You bastard!" And she's gonna go forward, and kind of wheelie up to him, and let's see. Is he trying to reload his gun or something?
Yeah. He's sort of like popping the cylinder out of his emptying the casings.
Okay, I want to try and break that arm, so I'm gonna hit him really hard with the bike.
Alright, you're gonna try to break that arm. Okay.
Which square is he on?
He's in like this one over here.
Okay. So I'll move to here then, and I will, I'll just hit him with a bike. I'll try and like use the momentum. All right, against a regular guy.
Tested bronze. He rolls a 6. As you smash into that arm, it doesn't like snap, but it's pinned underneath the metal, the bed.
Mm-hmm.
As gives out a scream.
As the extra swift action? I can't remember what it's called. Apologies. Secondary action. Can I try to get rid of that gun?
Yeah,
and
you
disarm
can
him?
sort of like remove it from his hand because his arm's pinned at this point. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will do that as my secondary action, and that will be my turn.
Alright, Liza, you're up. Whippet is unfortunately still trapped in Reckless Whisper's hand.
Okay. Liza still has the Zippo in her other hand, so she will, she'll just kind of stride forward here. And, she's just going to, go to like so like I guess some slack will form in the whip,
Yep.
but she'll maintain eye contact with it, and then she'll glance to the other what's his other hand doing? One hand's got the whip. What's the other hand doing?
He is just frozen in place. His entire body is frozen in place. The
Yeah,
other hand
yeah.
is like, it's
what
still
position?
Like, it's like in that knife hand position that he was jabbing at Jet with.
Perfect. She'll take the Zippo, and she'll lift it up and just hold it under his hand, and just go back and forth.
Yeah, you begin to do that, and you see like ripples form, sort of where Reckless Whisper's mouth would be, as you hear the words, "Fool, don't you know? Only a stand can defeat another stand."
Oh,
Except we don't hear that.
Yeah.
Except you don't hear that because you've got earbuds in.
We got our AirPods in.
You got your AirPods in. Alright, anything else?
But
guys?
no, Liza will just say, fascinating. You don't usually get to see other stands this close when they're not attacking you. It's been several months since I've got to examine one. Very interesting. She just kind of says out loud, but no one can really hear her very well. So that's her turn. She's gonna keep him locked down.
All right. Jet, you're up.
Alright, he's gonna continue his 7-page aura and just keep punching.
All right, you continue the aura. All right, go ahead and roll power. It is uncontested as he is still frozen in place by Liza. Yeah, you aura, and Jocelyn, you watch as Michael Georgios begins to convulse in the bed, punches sort of like erupting around his face at this point in time, like he's being pummeled into the bed almost.
Oh no.
As his eyes sort of like roll up into his head and he falls unconscious. Reckless Whisper, bloodied and beaten, sort of like fades away.
I want it to burst against the wall in like a sound wave.
He bursts against the wall in like a sound.
And then Jet will turn around and not watch the explosion.
He turns around
And
and
cross
watches
his arm.
the not explosion. Does not watch the not explosion. As you have defeated Michael Georgios.
Nice.
But his friends just call him Georgios.
This time we filed a sound complaint.
Oh, come on!
Liza will pull the earplugs out of her ears.
Does he look unconscious now?
He does look unconscious, yes.
Okay, so Jocelyn will remove the headphones. Sorry, not the headphones, the earplugs.
Yeah.
I think we can probably put back the calm music if it's no longer combat.
It is no longer combat. I'll swap the music real quick.
Alright then, let's find our dealer. I am very anxious to know who his supplier is.
Did he fuck up any of my papers?
No, actually. Well, other than the ones that.
Oh
were
yeah,
in your hand.
there's the one
Yeah.
plane that he like
Yeah,
karate
he
chopped
did-
out of the sky.
He did.
I
karate.
guess Jet would like pick up his little paper airplane that got like swatted out of the sky and just hold it.
Sadly.
Sadly.
Like cradling like a baby bird.
Yeah. And then he'll unfold it and then stick the paper back onto his arm.
All right. But yeah, you I think you took 1 damage. So,
Yeah.
You're fine.
I'll look for a way. Did Jocelyn go upstairs or downstairs?
She went down.
I'll open the door real quick for you because Eric's standing behind it, so you guys can't really see it.
I guess Liza will head down.
Alright, I'll just move you down as you head down. Jet, are you
Oh, go
staying
down.
to explore? Okay, you're heading down as well. And I'll move Eric down with you guys. As you guys head down into the sort of like bungalow area of the mansion. You can see this is more like the bachelor pad place. There's a large, relatively modern kitchen with modern appliances. Modern for the 1980s, of course. As you approach the bedroom, you can see Jocelyn standing over the unconscious and beaten up form of Michael Georgios. He's got like a broken nose, his eyes like swollen shut, blood is like leaking from his mouth, and he's got like a chipped tooth like lying on the nightstand next to him.
Yeah, Jocelyn will call everybody over. She'll toss the gun to Liza.
Ugh.
It's a Smith & Wesson Snub-Nose 38. Manufactured in the greatest capitalist pig dog gun forges.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
she'll...
a souvenir.
I suppose. I don't really have much need for such things. I have my own and it works just fine, but perhaps you should hold on to it just in case. You never know when you might be in a position where you will need it. And she'll offer it back to you.
She'll decline and she'll say, "Not my kind of thing."
Well, we obviously can't leave it here for him. I'll hold on to it for now.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, she'll toss it over to Jet.
and he'll hang it in his front jacket with a series of other small guns. Because he has a tab at the grocery gun store.
Oh yeah, the guns and stuff?
Guns and stuff.
Well, if you want to see to him, I suppose I should look around and see if I can find any information before he wakes up. Then I'll prepare one of the rooms in this mansion for processing him. Yeah, she'll start doing her thing, going through drawers where she would keep something hidden.
Yeah. This is like a sort of like desk and office area overlooking the bay. And as you sort of rummage through the desks, you do find a ledger. Though it does seem to be written in not necessarily a code, but shorthand. It looks to be some sort of transactional ledger. Like monetary values are marked down, as well as various weights, things like grams. It looks to be primarily, and then as well, it seems to list what appear to be names, but they're all shorthanded to like just letters, so it looks really more like a series of initials.
Okay. She'll grab that and anything else that she thinks might help decipher it.
All right.
And then, yep. She'll hold out the ledger and say, "Once our friend awakens, we can have him translate his terrible writing." She'll give it to she'll give it to Eric, since he would love that kind of thing.
Yeah, Eric is gonna like flip through it, sort of like mutter to himself as he tries to like organize the messy handwriting.
And then she'll look over here.
Yes, this seems to be a simple kitchen. You've got like a central like sink unit, and then you've got like a fridge to the north, and like a oven and stovetop, all that jazz. And then over here you see what appears to be a bathroom. You can see showers, as well as like a small like toilet section.
She's just going to she's just gonna use her intuition and like kind of like open the sink cabinet and like look and like reach up, just kind of see if there's anything like taped under the sink, in like one of those obvious, one of those places that you could hide something.
There does not appear to be anything taped under the sink. No.
Okay. And she'll just, like I said, if there's anything else that looks like it'd be a good spot to hide something, she's just gonna check a few of these places here, and then the bathroom, she'll check a few spots.
Gotcha. You check the bathroom. You do find a gun in the toilet.
Of course.
As
Did the TV get destroyed?
The TV did get destroyed. It seems like a bullet was deflected into it.
You see Jet, like, he's sitting on the couch, he's got his feet up on the coffee table, goes to turn on the TV, and then just looks sad. When he puts the remote back on the TV, he's gonna run his fingers underneath the coffee table to see if there's any hidden compartments.
Okay.
Like false drawers or anything?
Yeah. You attempt to, see if you can find a compartment underneath the coffee table. You don't find a compartment. What you do find, however, appears to be like a button hidden underneath, behind a sliding section of wood of the coffee table.
I'll push the button.
You hear a noise from the office over here. Or not office, the bedroom over here.
Who's still in there?
No one. No one is in the bedroom right now.
Okay.
What did you find, Jet?
Well, it looks like there was a button under this table.
Well, look at you.
I just wanted to watch some TV.
You could have been an agent in another life.
Jocelyn's gonna point at the TV and say, "I've seen this one before."
You're doing, I'm guessing?
Hey, I had to defend myself.
Next time, direct the bullets somewhere else, not TV.
Liza, you sort of step into the entranceway of the bedroom. The bed has folded up against the wall. Unfortunately, Michael Georgios was still on the bed, so that it appears to have pinned Michael's body between the bed and the wall behind it. Underneath the bed, you can see what appears to be a large safe with one of those rotary dial combination locks in front of it, set to the ground.
Jet, I need you to hit that button again.
I'll hit the button, but he'll do it a bunch of times, in rapid succession.
The bed slams down, and then you see Jojo sort of peel off the wall and slump back onto the bed, and it slams back up, smashing against the wall.
He'll do that 3 times.
So yeah, you just hear the motorized sound of the piston going off. Liza, you just watch Michael just be repeatedly smashed against the wall.
Is it working? I can't tell if it's working. He does it a few more times.
If it eventually,
I think you got it.
Yeah, and
okay,
feeling some sense of pity, she will eventually strike the bed with her whip to stop it.
Okay.
And
stop it in place, yeah.
and then drag him off and drag him over to the couch.
Yeah, you dump Michael on the couch.
And then she'll look underneath the bed at this safe.
Yeah, it appears to be a large safe set into the floor, so it's looking down. And the front of it is a rotary, sort of one of those dial locks.
Does it
combination locks.
Does it have actually let me look here, hold on. Oh, I can't believe I didn't add that to her list of things. Oh well. Too bad. Okay. She is going to go over here back to the desk and see if she can see any slips of paper that has what appears to be a combination code. Maybe he wrote it down just to be safe.
Roll me a brains check, Maya.
Alright.
While she's doing that, Jet will just search the pockets on this dude's coat.
Yeah, you search the pockets. You find what appears to be one of those old-timey cell phones, like the really large, blocky ones. This one's fancy, however, because it looks like you can unfold it, so it's just a really thick square rather than like a rectangle. And then, of course, it's got the little antenna that you have to pull out. In addition to that, you find a wallet with about $200 in, assorted bills, and what appears to be a coupon to a local pizza place for buy two get one free.
Yeah, he'll take out all the money and the coupon for the pizza, and then put the cash in his pocket, and then toss his wallet to the corner of the room.
Okay. In addition to that, you also find what appear to be 2 bags of unidentifiable white powder.
Jocelyn's gonna go over to his wallet. Is his ID inside?
It is, yeah.
Can she read his day of birth and try that on the safe? Yes. It says June 25th, 1963.
Oh, it's only 2 days away from her birthday.
From Liza's birthday?
No, for my birthday.
Oh. Alright, so what is the combination that you're putting in?
Oh shit.
How'd you do the American way, Rexon?
Oh, she'll do it the American way.
What's the American way, Rexon?
Shut the I hate you so much. It's, if I recall, it'd be 0626 63.
Alright. As you input 062663, is that correct?
I think it's you have the month first and then the date, and then yeah, so she'll do it that way.
Alright. I'm assuming you probably just misheard because it was the 25th of June, but...
Oh, I thought it was 26th, apologies.
No, but you did get the right format, that's all I was looking for. And you managed to unlock the safe. Liza, you find a birthday card addressed to George Michaels from someone identifying themselves as Mom, and it's dated June 25th, 1963.
All right. Liza will start walking back towards the room, and then see Jocelyn already has the safe open. And
she's gonna just look and go, I think I got it.
You know, I went through almost a decade of training to do this. And you Americans can just do it just by watching television. We don't stand a chance.
Hey, I'm not a fully fledged American, alright? So
close enough.
She's gonna scowl at that. What's in the safe?
In the safe are bundles of $100 bills, what appear to be multiple deeds to various properties around Miami, and a shitload of cocaine.
There's a lot of money and some properties here.
Are you emptying the safe?
I guess we'll empty it out.
Okay. At the very bottom of the safe, underneath everything, you see what appears to be an empty briefcase. It's unlatched and open. Inside is sort of like foam covering, sort of to form a protective, like a,
Is it nice looking?
It looks nice, yeah.
She'll give it to Eric. She'll give it to Eric.
Eric's gonna look at it and then goes, I think that this contained 3 vials of some kind.
Oh, I just figured you might like it because it seems to suit you.
Oh, thank you, but it's evidence, so
Those deeds for properties. We should investigate them. They may have more clues that can help us. Who knows what he has at these other locations?
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like he's going to be talking anytime soon.
Eric informs you that he actually has a solution to that, as he reaches into his pocket and uses Imagination Dragon to bring up what appears to be one of those, those wonder orbs, that people say like, oh, defy gravity, from like the old, in the 90s in the malls and stuff like that.
What? Why? What is this American thing?
No, Maya, back me up.
Yeah.
What?
They're fushigi balls, yeah.
Fushigi balls. Yeah, he brings them out. And
I need a picture or a video or something.
Alright, hold on.
What, you've never heard of fushigi balls? This is what happens.
Sounds like a D's nuts joke.
No, this is what happens when you live in a third world country like Britain.
Love it.
Dude, the nearest shopping mall to me when I grew up was like an hour or two drive.
There.
What? Oh, one of these balls.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's how they're called. I thought it was like some weird float. What? Okay.
All right, but
it's just a juggling ball then.
Yeah, but sort of. Eric brings out one of those like fushigi balls, and he gives it a spin in his hand as he holds it atop one finger. He lets you know that he can use this golden ratio to attempt to patch up Michael Giorgio, sort of like bring him back, inject him with a bit of energy, essentially.
So wait, is it out of character? Is Eric gonna be the healer in the party?
Yes, Eric can use his ability called the Spin to essentially restore hit points.
Oh hell yeah!
And essentially accelerate healing. So
nice.
he offers to essentially shock Michael back into consciousness.
Before he does that, Liza is going to use her whip and just tap it against his shirt.
Which one? He has both a button-up shirt and then the Armani suit around it.
His button-up shirt.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
But she's not going to freeze it in place right now.
Oh, you're gonna turn it into a straitjacket.
Well, if he tries to run or something, or do something fishy, yeah, she could just, with a thought, just freeze him in place.
Okay, so you're laying the tip of Whippet, sort of like across.
Yeah.
Giorgio's. Okay. Yeah. Then Eric is gonna like have it. He has got the spinning fushigi ball, which sort of flicks at Giorgio as it like sort of bounces off of his forehead, and you see like a jolt run through him as like the black. Like puffy eye sort of like recedes, and it's just sort of like a little bit like a little bit swollen rather than like shut closed. And Giorgio sort of like groans, and as he opens his mouth, you can see like a new tooth growing where one was knocked free. Ouch. He opens his eyes, sort of like blearily looks at all of you, and just wisely doesn't move. Listen, I have money if that's what this is about.
I don't think this is about money. We got a few questions.
Oh, I can do questions. All right, let's do questions. Hey, no need for violence, right?
I'm being very cool today, so I'm going to leave the questions to my friends here. I see you make one wrong move, and she's gonna kind of hop on the bike just to kind of show.
It's roll me a bravery check to intimidate.
Sure. Is it? I've got a bravery of 5. So what is that?
You just click the bravery name, like the word bravery on your feet.
8.
Okay. Excuse me. He uses like an audible gulp, and he goes, "Okay, yeah, I'll answer questions, no problem."
So she's gonna leave Detective Jet and Detective Eric to do the questions. Who would be good cop and bad cop between Eric and Jet?
I
Imagine
think
Eric just has a dark
yeah, I
side.
think Liza would be the
Oh,
the bad
Liza,
Yeah.
yeah. Interrogation Liza.
interrogator Liza.
So what? I'm going to be starting this then?
You said you were trained, right?
Da.
So put that stuff you done over in the red country to good use.
Alright. I'm going to make this very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Conveniently, you live here on the bay. There is water just outside. It's a very convenient place to dump your body when we're done, should we not like what you have to say.
Okay, no need for that. I will answer whatever you want to know.
Alright. We want to know where your supplier for Fixerite is.
Fixerite?
Out of here, did I say that right? Fixerite? Or
Right fix.
right fix? I'm sorry, I said it backwards.
Yeah.
Sorry. Where your supplier for right fix is?
I don't have one. Honest to God. Swear. I do not have a supplier for right fix. I lucked upon those doses. I took one. And you saw what happens.
You looked upon them, huh? And where did you happen to look upon them?
There was a meeting going down. It looked like cartel, gangs, I don't know. They looked like bad news, organized crime.
She's gonna pull out her journal and begin writing.
Mm-hmm.
And who would you say are these two organizations that
Don't know.
fought?
Don't know. Didn't recognize them. Maybe cartel, maybe mafia, probably not Yakuza. They didn't look Asian.
So, when we go and investigate all the other properties you own, we are not going to find anything?
No. Most of those are legitimate businesses I own. It's how I launder my money for my pharmaceutical business. A few are safe houses. There might be drugs there. Definitely no right fix, though.
Tell me when you first heard of Right Fix.
A few months back, there was rumors of a new drug on the streets. Gave you some weird fucking high. Apparently it gave you powers according to rumors, but thought that was a load of bullshit. I stumbled across...
So is that what you gave to me?
I didn't give you shit, you raided my supply.
Hey. I guess it's kind of true.
Like, he's like, he looks like he was about to get angrily out of the couch before, like, he eyes the whip and just, like, leans back down. Sorry, didn't mean... Listen, we're all friends here. And you know what? On the house, don't worry about paying me back for what you took. Let's just call it even.
Who took the third dose?
Client of mine. Small-time criminal, childhood friend. I gave it to him after I got mine. He died a day later. Found his body all twisted and mangled as if somebody had gone at him with like a butcher's knife, but there weren't like cuts on him. It just looked like his body fell apart. Police thought it was some sort of serial killer or cartel hit.
You're kind of cutting out, Sprout.
Sorry. Where did I cut out?
I don't know. It's just been for a little while.
Oh. Okay. Well, I gave the third dose to small-time crook, a childhood friend of mine. We, got into trouble together. After I got Reckless Whisper, I figured I'd give him a dose as well. 24 hours later, he was found dead, his body cut up into bits as if somebody had gone at him with a butcher's cleaver. But there was no cuts. It just looked like his body had fallen apart. Police thought it was some sort of serial killer or cartel hit. But no, I'm sure that it was the right fix. Whatever happened to him, it killed him.
So this vial that they were talking about wanting on me, or trying to get it off me, what was that about?
Well, I'm guessing they were after my last vial of right fix. They must have known I had 3, and, well, only 2 were used. Until you came by deciding to, sample my goods.
Hey, it was a party. Look, you had the stuff out, right? So...
Sure. Maybe I should have kept it in the safe. I was busy. Regardless, like I said, no hard feelings.
Mountains of cocaine will cloud your judgment. It is not surprising.
Hey, I just take it as a little pick-me-up at the start of the day. Get you out of bed.
She's gotta look around to, like, the destroyed mansion. Might need a lot more after this.
That's fine.
Alright.
I've got a lot of money stashed away. I can get this place fixed up.
So you're saying you didn't know either cartel members that were attacking one another? With the right
Cartel,
fix?
mafia, I don't know. It was organized crime, probably not Yakuza. They were dressed in suits. Like, good suits. They almost looked like special agents.
I have a pretty good idea of who that was. But, regardless, do you have any contacts? Mafia or cartel? Either one. That's a
No,
good place to start.
No, I'm a small-time dealer. I stay under the radar. I don't mess with any organized crime. That's the easiest way to get thrown into the bay.
Well then, where are you getting your supply from?
Well, I have a few Latin American friends who have some contacts.
So you have friends who have contacts. That is a place to start.
To Colombia, not the cartels.
Out of character, wouldn't the cartels operate out of Colombia? Like, don't that's where they operate?
Yeah. But this is sort of like you can guess that this is more like a download deal.
So you're telling me that you have no contacts that could help us find the source of this right fix?
I mean, I could reach out to my network of other dealers. Maybe they know something. You'll have to give me 3 days.
You're not going to use that time to run, are you?
No, absolutely not. Everything here I own is in Miami.
My bike's pretty fast, so it doesn't matter how far you run, I'll catch up.
I believe it. And trust me, I will use everything in my power to get info.
I better not see a goon squad that you've hired coming after us, alright? I know you got a lot of money, but as you said, we're even now.
We're even. Trust me, I want to get to the bottom of this right fix business as much as you. It's not profitable to have your clients dropping dead after 24 hours, right? Plus, whatever that crap is, I owe them. Or my friend. You don't put out a drug that's dangerous. That's just... Yeah, he sort of grits his teeth. Trust me. I'll put out some feelers. Reckless Whisper can be really persuasive when it needs to be.
Liza will step outside and light a cigarette.
He glances to you, Jocelyn. So we good?
She's she's gonna look at Jet and then look at Eric to as if to like get a feel for what they think as well. Is Alicia here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, how does Jet feel?
I mean, he doesn't really like the guy, obviously. Doesn't really think he's telling the truth, but hard to not know something about it, I think. If he's in it already. I guess he'll ask. Have there been any gang members from any organization coming after you?
Yeah, the Yakuza. They came in just this morning. I told them that Jocelyn made off with my last file. Not a lie. He sort of like glances to Jocelyn. And I didn't know that they were gonna go after you. Alright.
What do you mean? She's gonna say.
Didn't you use your ability on them?
I can only use Reckless Whisper on one person at a time. Once I tell that person a fact, they'll believe it. But if I tell anyone else, the power stops on the previous person.
Okay, so did you use your power on somebody important in the Yakuza? And then that's how they got their subordinates to go after her?
No, I used the power on Jocelyn. Sort of like doesn't make eye contact with you, Jocelyn.
What was that fact then?
Well, that you were in possession of the vial and taunted the Yakuza with it. You were great though. I have never seen someone outrun a motorcycle on a BMX bike.
I don't even remember doing that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know how, but apparently after you took Right Fix, you didn't have powers yet. But somehow you have it now. Normally it should be happening right after you took it. But, well, I thought you were dead on my couch. I was about to throw you onto the bay. So I thought you had died from taking it. And it turns out you had a delayed reaction to it somehow. But when normal people, non-stand users, are affected by Reckless Whisper, they don't remember what they've done under its influence. It's only stand users who retain their memory.
So what you're saying is, after you used your power on me, I blacked out. And then, because I got my stand power, I got woke back up?
A likely case. I don't know as much about stands as the rest of you. I've only had mine for a couple weeks at this point.
These properties of yours, who else knows about them?
Well, my now deceased friend, lawyer,
Is he gonna die
obviously-
too?
My lawyer? I hope not.
I mean, if you got the Yakuza after you, you might be going for him next, right?
He's a pretty public figure.
Yeah, well, that didn't stop people with JFK.
Okay. A lot to unpack there, but I
Look.
assure you he's not going to any grassy knolls anytime soon. He's a pretty public lawyer. I can give you his card if you want.
That might be useful, but what I'm thinking is, if we're gonna run around all of Miami trying to find the source of all this, then we're gonna need some place to stay that might be close to the location. I figure you got a lot of properties, so why not let us crash there if we're nearby?
Yeah, I've got a safe house in the city, or a couple of them. I'll give you the address to one of them.
Alright, but it better be a good one. No rats in the walls or anything like that.
No, it's clean. It's not gonna be comfortable, but it is discreet. I
Liza's doing that thing where like the door's open, she's listening, but she's just like looking out into the bay as she's smoking, but she's listening carefully.
it
Shit.
it used to be a front for running Soviet arms into the U.S. So smuggling.
Ah, great. We got someone that can fit the part.
Yeah, I noticed. Listen, you know what you're dealing with. The Reds, the whole Red Scare business is a bit overdone, but still, they've clearly, he gestures to Liza. You don't think you're in over your head? I think you should ditch her.
Ditch a red? Not right now. I mean, think, with all that's happened, I think perhaps working together to resolve all this might be the best thing.
Alright. Don't say I didn't warn you. Here, let me write down the address for you for the safe house. As they sort of like writes it down on like the back of a business card. And I guess
Is it the lawyer's business
the
card
lawyer's
out of
business
character?
card.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. And he hands you the business card. And this is the card to my lawyer. On the card it says Scot-free defense attorney.
Oh my god.
And then it has a phone number and address.
Is it like a soul-esque card as well?
No, there's no Better Call Saul-esque. Like,
Oh, okay. With the name Scot-free. Saul Goodman, Scot-free. Okay. Oh, Doge, just to catch you up, we beat up Michael Giorgio. I was about to say George Michaels. You restored him with the spin. We've been interrogating him about all the going-ons that's been happening. We learned a bit more about his stand, about Callous Wisp and how that functions.
Reckless Whisper.
So,
Don't copyright strike me. Don't copyright strike me.
Sorry, Careless Whisper. More about no, say that again. Reckless Whisper. Sorry, it was a Reckless Whisper. I did it carelessly. But we learned more about what was going on, essentially. What the Yakuza were after in particular as well, and that I had consumed one of the products. We have the address of a lawyer, or contact details of his lawyer, just in case. We got his property addresses, money, and stuff from a safe. Kind of know where they are right now, but we also have one to kind of use as a safe house, like if need be. So if you want to, not bring things so public to your office, so if we need like a place to kind of crash and lay low, we have a safe house now.
Alright, cool.
I think that summarized it. Did I miss anything?
No, I think that got about everything.
How'd you guys beat him?
The combination of Liza freezing Reckless Whisper when he turned solid for a split second to grab her whip, and then Jet beating up the stand while Jocelyn beat up the user. So there's like a dual feedback loop going on.
He shot me with a gun.
Majora.
He had a gun, by the way. Oh, did you want his gun?
What kind of gun is it?
It's a stub nose 38.
A pistol.
Yeah, pistol.
Sure, why not? It'll be nice to have a gun that doesn't vanish, I guess. In case.
I had to do like a wheel spin deflection, like a spinning it around, a wheel around to deflect his bullets.
But Michael Giorgio informed me that he had gotten 3 doses of the right fix by essentially lucking into it. He had stumbled across a drug deal between 2 organized crime units who were in the middle of essentially a shootout, and he made off with a briefcase of 3 vials of right fix. He had taken one and essentially awoken Reckless Whisper in his fighting spirit, and attempted to give his childhood friend a stand as well by giving him a dose. However, when his childhood friend had taken it, it had killed him instead. And then Jocelyn is the one who seemed to have consumed the 3rd and final dose of right fix that was in Michael Jojo's possession. That is the info you guys have discerned from his interrogation so far.
Did you want to ask him any further questions? Because you're the detective. Justin's got everything, I think, for now that she needs out of him.
He would have one question. One more.
Alright, what's your final question?
When you're digging around, did you ever hear the name Dennis Jonathan Asters?
Dennis Jonathan Asters.
Or DJ Asters, for short.
No, I don't think so, but when I'm asking around my network, I can ask around for that too. Is he involved with any of the gangs?
That's what I'm trying to find out. He was my late husband.
I'm sorry.
And apparently a stand user as well. I need to know the cause of his death.
A natural stain user? That's a thing?
Yes. Most stand users are born with their abilities.
Huh. I not know. I thought they just all came from right fix. Okay.
Yet, there are also certain artifacts that can imbue others with the power.
Yeah, he does like a blinking thing. I'm not gonna delve into any sort of Soviet secrets. I do not.
Nor should you.
You're right. You're right. Listen, how about you all get out of my hair? I'm gonna give myself a drink, and then I'll start asking around. I'll have some information, and just give me 3 days. Lay low if the Yakuza are after you. I'm gonna have to put them on your tail, because they already know some of it. Sort of glanced to Jocelyn. So I gotta keep them off of me. So just lay low. Use the safe house if you have to.
Ah, great. That means I'm gonna have to tell my team to hold up on me for a bit. Well, I could have done with a vacation anyway.
Don't suppose you have a stunt double?
Jocelyn is the stunt double.
She is the stunt double.
A stunt double for your stunt double.
Alright,
Eric will,
alright, and you have 3 days.
Eric will toss this man a cigarette for your trouble.
A cigarette?
Yeah.
Alright.
Eric, you also want to give him back his ledger.
Oh yeah, you have his ledger.
Oh yeah, I do.
They had given it to you earlier. You weren't there for that. So yeah, you return the ledger, and Michael sort of sees you all off to the exit of the mansion, and not necessarily like a good riddance, but he certainly is happy to see the back of you all. Just check in with me in 3 days. You can call me. I have a cell phone. He sort of like pats his pocket for his like bulky cell phone.
Oh, do you want this back?
He sort of like reaches out, plucks it from your hands. If you want to be able to call me, yes.
All right, then.
He'll also hand him back the wad of $200 from his wallet. I'm keeping this though, and he'll
The
flash the pizza
The coupon.
coupon.
He looks at the $200 and then the pizza coupon, and he goes, "Fine." He snatches the $200.
Oh, let me see that briefcase for a moment.
You take a look at the briefcase.
She's going to set it here on the table, and she's going to snap 2 pictures. One of the briefcase like closed, like on the outside of it, and then one with it open and the missing vials.
Are you? Is this like a Polaroid camera or
No.
a disposable one? Okay.
No, it is a thin silver camera.
Alright. Like, did digital cameras exist in the 80s?
No.
No. Okay, so this would have had a film.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's spy technology.
It's a spy camera, yeah. She's got a spy camera.
Okay. Alright, as you guys head back out to the city of Miami. You've got 3 days until Michael Georgios contacts you all.
Well, that went reasonably well.
How did I say he stumbled upon the doses again?
There was like a gang fight, and he had made
He
out.
stole it.
Yeah, he essentially stole it.
Okay, and the gang fight was the cartel versus the
He
Yakuza?
doesn't know. They did not look like Yakuza. That's
I'm
all.
gonna. Okay. Do I know about this?
Well, like.
Do I know about it? Like any fights, like big fights?
Liza will pipe up and say, "I can tell you who one side of that battle was. It was the CIA. They are the ones that are introducing it into Miami as a test trial."
Alright, I guess everyone just accepts it.
No, there's a pause. It's like, what?
That's right. It would seem that the Russian menace that you fear so much might not be the only thing you need to worry about.
Why Miami of all places?
Because there is so much crime here already, some unexplained events here and there would not go amiss. What better testbed to see the effects of right fix than the chaotic streets of Miami? Anything that happens could be chalked up to either drug-induced hallucinations or gang violence.
How do they plan on tracking these doses?
I'm sure they have their ways, and besides, these doses that were acquired were not gained by any messes they planned. They were stolen. I'm sure that the other doses they issue out have appropriate tracking involved, with people tailing those who purchased them to see the effects.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any mysterious black cars while we're walking just down the street?
Roll me brains.
Alright. Brains. 7.
You do not spot any mysterious black cars as you are walking down the street. No.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna send out a paper jet just to fly like several yards above us. I actually don't know the measurement you Americans would use, but just like high in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of floating around as we walk. Just it will let me know if anything looks suspicious.
Gotcha. Alright. Yeah, you send out part of your colony to essentially overwatch you. So, where are you all headed?
I guess to the safe house.
Okay, you guys want to head to the safe house?
That's the office, right?
No.
Joe, no, we've got a safe house given to us by him.
Well, chances are that place is probably compromised if the CIA is involved.
I think he assured us that it wouldn't be one that would be compromised, right?
Yes.
I think he would say anything just to save his own skin.
I'll come back and kick his ass.
It wouldn't be much of a safe house if it wasn't safe, now would it? We're taking a look at least.
Alright. You travel, it's sort of in like the slummier section of Miami. The address that Michael gave you leads to it's like a tattoo parlor, but it's not the parlor itself. Rather, a set of stairs lead down sort of underneath the parlor, where like a basement would be like a storm shelter. As you head down, you sort of dim greenish light flickering as I will reveal all the safe house map.
Jet's gonna linger upstairs, and he's actually going to get a tattoo, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is until it becomes relevant.
Okay, all right. You head into the tattoo parlor to get.
He's gonna get his paper inked.
As the three of you head down to the safe house, dim green bunker lights illuminate this darkened safe house.
Oh, they got a kitchen over here.
You can see cases of what to Liza look familiar as essentially arms containers from the Soviet Union, stacked against one wall. Weapons lie scattered around on a table in various states of disassembly. You can see a small Stechkin pistol, similar to the one you've been issued, lying on it as well. On a sort of catwalk game.
Actually, she has a Makarov, but
Makarov?
but she will take the Sketchkin too.
Right, you take the Stechkin. On a catwalk gantry section in the far end of the safe house, you see what appears to be like a living area. There's a set of bunk beds there, as well as tables to eat at, and a small desk with an old Windows Dell computer, sort of struggling valiantly. In the northern section of the bunker, you find like supply racks, closets, what appears to be a CCTV camera that scans left and right. And then, finally, in the far north western section of the bunker is a breaker box that seems to have all the power for this bunker, and what appears to be like a small safe room, panic room. It's just a heavy metal door set into concrete, and it opens up to what is essentially like a small closet that you can essentially barricade yourself in the event of a danger.
Nice.
He wasn't kidding when he said it was not comfortable.
I wonder which colonel is lining his pockets with these weapons. She's gonna see if there's
It's all been filed off.
It's all been filed?
Yeah, all the serial numbers have been filed off.
Whoever did this knows what they're doing. She will take a picture of this as well, and try to like capture all of it.
Yeah. You take a picture of it.
Eric will spend the downtime just looking around the area for anything suspicious, while also organizing what he can.
Yeah, there's a lot of Soviet weapons. Obviously, you've got handguns, Stechkins, etc. There's a few rifles, a few automatic weapons, what appears to be an RPK, like heavy machine gun, as well as a tube for a RPG 6, not 6, RPG 7, as well as 3 RPG rockets, and what looks to be a really strange assault rifle of some kind that seems to be loaded, but they almost look like needles or darts. Liza, you would recognize this as like a prototype rifle, the APS underwater rifle.
Give it to Frogman.
This place is more heavily armed than the guns in grocery.
Yeah, it's barely more heavily armed than the guns and stuff. Barely.
Well, that's only because they had to sacrifice some of their space for groceries.
This is true, yeah, this is true.
While you guys are organizing, Jet's gonna call for the 2-for-1 pizza.
It's buy 2 get 1 free. It's 3 pizzas.
Oh, okay. Call for the 3 pizzas.
You order
And then he'll
3
go
pizzas.
around. He'll take a paper off his arm and like write down what everybody's preferences are.
Okay.
Make sure the delivery address is not this.
Not specifically the safe house.
Go to the secret hideout. They'll make the address the tattoo parlor. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You order the pizza. What's everyone's toppings that they're getting?
Liza wants anchovies.
Okay. Well, we'll do 1/2 anchovies
Eric's a meat lovers guy.
and
Of
beet
course he is.
lovers.
What's Jocelyn's pizza toppings?
One with a lot of protein.
All right. Protein, meat lovers. Got it.
All right.
And then so he'll do everybody's like preferences on the 2 pizzas, and then he'll have 1 pizza that's just for him.
What's Jet's
And,
toppings?
He's going to put he's gonna have pineapple on his pizza.
You fucking monster, man. You're not allowed to be in this game. I hope your character dies first.
What?
Intra-party conflict results of pizza. All right. Yeah. You order your pizza. The Uncle John's pizza delivery store will let you know that it's about 20
Uncle
minutes
John.
out. So yeah, you order Uncle John's. They let you know it'll be there in 20 minutes, or the pizza's free.
All right. Can I send a few of my colonies out to kind of like fuck with the driver so the pizza ends up being free?
Oh my god.
Like a bunch of paper just kind of gets scattered over top of like his windshield, and he might get into like a mini car accident or something, and
Oh
then
my god.
the pizza's like 2 or 3 minutes late.
Yeah, sure. You.
And he gets out of his car, and then a piece of paper flies into his face, and
Yeah, no, you financially ruined the 16-year-old pizza driver, as he essentially gets into a car wreck. His car is damaged. He finally pulls into the pizza parlor, or not pizza parlor, the tattoo parlor parking lot. And see him get out, and a piece of paper gets stuck in his face, and he's struggling, tearing at it. He's got paper cuts around his face. And he finally stumbles into the tattoo parlor, and he goes, "Delivery for a Jet."
wow, it looks like you're late.
As you look at the clock, it looks like the second timer hand has literally just ticked past the 20-minute mark. It's like 5 seconds late.
He crosses his arms as he looks down at this poor pizza boy.
The young teenager just looks at the clock, sighs. They see him hand you the pizza, and not even waiting to see if there's a tip, he just turns slowly and slumps out of the.
No, he's gonna give them a tip. He'll take out a wad of cash from his jacket.
Fold it into a plane and have it fly into his pocket.
It'll be $100 bill.
He glances at it and goes, "Thank you a lot. Thank you. You're too generous." As without like waiting to see for his luck will turn bad, he rushes out of the tattoo parlor and back to his car before he can like take it back or declare that there was an error.
Are you satisfied with yourself, Jet?
Well, I can't give money to a greedy corporation. Yeah, give it to the
the greedy
the workers
corporation.
instead.
Is he on this map? Is Jet on this map or?
No, he's in the tattoo parlor right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's having a.
Yeah, he brings down the pizzas. Jet, you're carrying the 3 pizza boxes as he finally make it into the bunker. You sort of see what I described earlier. As you enter your safe house. This is your safe house. This is where you are safe, quite literally. You guys can plan here if you are ever unable to make it to a session, you can presume that your character is either recovering at a safe house from a previous encounter or is staying at the safe house because they needed a rest or had some other business to take care of. And if you ever are late to a session, you'll essentially just have come from the safe house, essentially.
Cool.
Nice. Glad I asked about the safe house now. That's cool.
Oh, I wanted it to be clear that he's not meant to give that money to Papa John's or Papa Frank's or whatever it's called.
Uncle John's, yeah.
Uncle John's, yeah. It was a tip for him, nobody else.
Oh yeah. He understands it was a tip.
Okay.
But yeah. So, is there anything you guys would like to do? You guys have 3 days of downtime that we can plan for.
Well,
I know, Jocelyn, you were planning on going through your
Yeah, give them a heads up, like.
Oh, so you're not gonna compete? You're actually gonna put it on hold?
Well, I don't think we ever decided whether the fucking race was happening.
It is happening in like downtown Miami. There's like the football stadium there they've like essentially built like a bike course.
If you do not attend the race, it's going to arouse suspicion and people will begin to look for you. That is not ideal.
That is true.
I will say this. Laying low would consist of taking the safe option for
Yeah, it's boring as fuck, man. I want to risk my life. I'm gonna race.
Alright. I was gonna say you will be taking a -3 penalty due to your adrenaline.
To basically everything. I'll be like
While
in
you're
withdrawal.
laying low.
Yeah, well, I'll be in a withdrawal.
Adrenaline withdrawal, essentially, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's gonna, like, that even adds to her while she races. Her life is on the line, quite literally.
alright. Well, I don't have much to do in the following days, so I suppose I gotta come watch you.
Does Liza have a handler in Miami?
No, you are.
She is the handler.
You are a deniable asset.
Okay.
Yeah. If you are caught, there will be no protection from the Soviet Union. They will.
I get that.
They will
but I'm saying, is there a handler?
No, you can't. There's like an encrypted communique method, to reach out to like the Soviet Union and like your handler in the USSR, but there's no handler within Miami that you can speak to.
Okay.
You have no contact. You're essentially a deep cover operative. So
got it.
cover is relative here. It's very easy to identify as a KGB operative.
Well, I mean, she doesn't really, you know. I mean, she doesn't stick out too much. Because, like I said, she's not wearing her uniform or anything.
Right. It's just, I am not the Russian spy. But, yeah. So,
Nice.
you are planning to head to your race tomorrow then, Jocelyn? Is that correct?
Yep. Is that something we want to do in the next session?
Yeah.
Or?
We'll handle it in the next session.
All
Don't
right.
suppose you have the authority to give out free tickets.
We actually do. Yeah.
I did it. Yeah, I did.
You
You
have-
can get VIP.
You actually can get VIP tickets. So yeah. We'll continue next session as Jocelyn prepares for the race of her life. Will the Yakuza
I
find-
sure hope nothing exciting and dangerous happens during the race.
Oh yeah, I'm sure nothing exciting or dangerous will happen in the race. Alright.
This was a lot of fun.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you all for watching.
For watching and playing.
Yeah, for watching and playing. Well, there's a couple in the chat. Yeah, Odyssey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next episode will be on Friday. I believe we'll be starting at 6:30 Eastern, rather than the 5 o'clock time to give players some time to get home. So yeah, look out for that. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you all, or we'll see you all on the